There are new attacking trends every year in the NRL, and already in season 2024, we've seen a few teams introduce the double lead shape into their attacking systems. It's a slight variation on the more traditional block shape, and the better teams are using it to present different looks to the defence or to force the defence into a particular decision or movement in order to create space out wide. AJ Brimson scored twice for the Gold Coast in NRL Round 9, thanks to the influence that the double lead shape had on Melbourne's defensive line closer to the ruck. You can see Capitalise, Haas and Jamin Jolliffe in close, tight formation, one off the ruck here, running either side of Josh King. Just the threat of two big bodies so close to one another and so close to the line forces Shaun Blore just to hold on Cleese's decoy maybe a second or two longer than he would have liked. You can see by the time Verrills throws out the back, Shaun has to get on his bike in order to shut down the space on Foran here, and Josh King does the same on Blore's inside. Both of those guys' hips are turned out towards the sidelines when Foran drops Brimson back underneath, and Brimson's able to get it. Two tiring and smaller defenders, Tyron Wishart filling up as a ghost A as the fullback, and then Alec McDonald, who'd just been involved in the previous tackle. Brimson's second try looked very similar in terms of how the Titans set up. It's Aaron Clark and Capitalise Haas as the double lead decoy here. Again, tying up Shaun Blore as Melbourne's four-man. This time, instead of dropping back against the grain, because Blore's been caught up on that lead decoy on the inside, Foran has time to straighten and dig into the line here. The effect that it has on Melbourne's outside defenders becomes really clear. You can see Cam Munster and Remus Smith both begin backpedaling and shrinking in towards the ball. Remus worried about leaving his 5'8" one-on-one with Beau Fermor. He turns in, and that creates the space for Brimson out the back. You've got two over-chasing defenders in Remus and Shaun. Can't cover the space in time, and Brimson goes through almost untouched. The South Sydney Rabbitohs, although very poor again in round 9, they used the double lead shape twice down their left edge for Isaac Thompson to score against the Panthers. You can see Cookie jumping out from behind the ruck. He's got Cam Murray and Jai Arrow pushing up hard at the A and B defenders for Penrith. That forces Lindsay Smith to turn in and help James Fisher-Harris here. Because Lindsay's turned in, Liam Martin's a little bit slow to get up off his line, and it leaves a lot of space for Cody Walker to ball play here. He's got plenty of time to sum things up. Again, there's another double lead shape outside Cody here to target Brad Schneider. Isaac Tungo's in the bin during this period, so South's doing a good job to target a weakness of the Panthers here. The double lead shape between Whiten and Host forces Taruva to come in and help Schneider, leaves Thompson unmarked on the edge for Cody, who produces a great pass over the top. The Roosters fell into a double lead shape, this time a little wider on their right edge for Dom Young to score against the Broncos, and this is a really good example of how a slight variation from a more traditional block shape into this double lead shape can force the defence into a decision that in this instance the Roosters are looking for. Can see Sam Walker gets the ball on the right tram line. He's got that double lead shape outside him with Nat Butcher and Joey Manu, while Tedesco sweeps out the back. Because Joey's up there next to Nat as that double lead decoy, it forces Katoni Staggs to hold his position in the line here. The Broncos like to defend pretty aggressively on the edges, so if this was a traditional block shape, we might have seen Staggs and Cobbo both fly in and jam on Tedesco and Manu. Because that double lead shape's there though, Staggs has to stay and protect Carrigan's outside shoulder. It leaves Cobbo as the lone jammer to try and get at Tedesco, and he does a pretty fair job, but Teddy produces a lovely tip-on for Dom Young to get down the outside and score. A nice example of how that little variation from a traditional block shape into this double lead can force the defence into a decision or a movement that the attack's looking for. And then in this instance, Sammy Walker and Tedesco picking the right option to get around the outside.